Today, I'm going to show you how to get that POV keyhole transition just like this. So that's the new pack we just created. It has tons of different effects in it. We created POVs with all sorts of just different effects in mind, like that classic keyhole transition you've seen on a lot of music videos and just classic films. Kind of expanded on the original hole effects that we had. So the hole effects was kind of just everything in holes, like in the ground, and there was a lot of cool tunnels. And like, if you like that pack, you're definitely gonna love this pack. We actually collaborated with Red Fox. I'm gonna link their IG down below. They killed it helping out with this pack. I'm gonna dive into Premiere. This pack actually works in Premiere, DaVinci, Final Cut, and they're just overlay files. So pretty much any other editor where you can import an overlay file. So I'm gonna show you everything that is included in the pack. There's a lot of different effects in here, so I'm kind of just gonna run through them all. They're all transparent overlays. It does come with some PNGs, but let's go through some of the cool transitions first. So we have these closet ones, and if I actually go ahead and I turn on transparency grid, we can actually see that they are transparent. So it opens up, and this is like a reveal POV from a closet. We have a fridge, which is actually pretty cool. And these work for, you know, like any shots of anyone just kind of like looking at the camera like this. You can pop that on, you know. You may want to try and match some of the lighting, which I'll get into. But yeah, let's check out some other stuff here. Fridge empty. Then we have hallway forward. So this is like a push forward in this hallway. That's one of my favorites right there. Hallway still, so that one's just opens and you can kind of animate it yourself. You can either come out, and you can reverse these as well. So we'll get into that. I'll show you some tips and tricks. This one's one of my favorite. This is a hallway transition that I showed earlier. And that one's just insane. Like the whip pan is so good. And then we have these keyhole ones, and we have different color ones as well. So depending, you know, like if you had a music video that this one just has like, you know, kind of white daylight, but like this green one, like let's say we're going into a scene with like green lighting, this could totally work. Or you can even change the color of this, you know, like let's say here's the actual transition version. So it comes out, and then the door opens and reveals the next scene. So that's super cool. We have mailbox, where the mailbox actually just opens and it does a slow dolly forward. We even have a mailbox with cash in it, you know, if you have a crazy music video. These I really like. These are like some metal doors opening and closing. This one's like a very sci-fi look, and the doors open. We have the classic peephole transition. So we're zooming in through a peephole. And those are just some of them, you know. We have one of my favorites is the safe. We have a safe. We have one with just money. We have a sink. We have a vent. We have a washer and dryer from the Breaking Bad scene. So some of these are even Breaking Bad inspired. Breaking Bad did have a lot of POV shots, if you guys do remember those. But let's go ahead and show you some tips and tricks on how to use these. Okay, so to do the transition, that's what it looks like with no keyframing. Quickly, we are going to just throw on a transform. Transform. And if you did this in After Effects, you would just turn on motion blur and just keyframe. And then what we're going to want to do is I'm going to bring that down one layer. And then we're going to just turn up that to 360. And then make sure composition shutter angle is off. We're going to keyframe, position, and scale. The files are 4K, so just make sure everything's the exact same scale. All right, so here we go. Let's find out how much it zooms down. So let's get it to right around there, and let's scale it all the way down till we think it fits. And we're going to bring down the motion, or bring down that. So let's play that through and see how that looks. So we want it to start a little bit later. And what we can do as well is we can let's start at let's start at like 125, right? So it gives us a little bit of leadway for the zoom out. So I like to throw on some lens distortion. So when the warp happens, let's go here. I like to keyframe this almost like we're warping inside of it. So we can even start a little bit before, so it feels kind of like that, right? We kind of get that morphing effect. And then we can even go back to our keyframes now, and we can see if we can scale down any more or any quicker. Because the faster you scale down, the more motion blur you're going to get. So we want to be able to scale as small as possible without showing any of the black. So let's go frame by frame, see how this looks. See a little bit of black at the bottom. I'm not too mad at that. And then what I like to do right here is, so we don't need that other half of the clip. Right here, I like to throw on just a black video. So I just grab black video, and I'm just going to apply a default transition. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm just going to crossfade that for a minute. So it should be honestly crossfading. Honestly, once we get inside, you know, because if we're moving further away from the subject, it would be getting darker, and then eventually you wouldn't be able to see through the keyhole, right? So let's see that. Morph. And boom. Yeah, that's solid. And then so what I would do to really sell this effect is you're going to want to add sound effects. Sound effects really help tie this together. One place I recommend is freesounds.org. We also have sound effects on Cinepacks. I was using some of our sound effects. I love the risers that we have. This is the core sound effects pack that we did with A.O. Dawson. Definitely check it out. It's one of our best packs. So that's a really solid sound effect right there. I would go ahead and drag that in. And then I grab like this door opening sound. Where did I get that? I got on like Epidemic or our free sound effects. So I would just drag that on when the door opens. And just like that, it already feels a lot more real. So I think adding the sound effects really helps sell the fact that you are transporting through something. And it doesn't have to be something specific like a door opening sound. Like even a whoosh would sound really good there too. Like we have some whooshes in here. Let me go. Like even a whoosh would sound good right there. Instead of the door opening, like let's just say you didn't have that. When the door opens, and I'm going to slow it down so it makes it a little bit longer. It's not like the right sound, but I feel like it still works because you're moving through something, so you would feel like a whoosh as you're coming out. So definitely play around with the sound effects. Pretty much the pack. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a comment down below. If you like this pack, definitely check out Hole Effects. We do have a free sample for the Hole Effects pack, so definitely pick that one up. Unfortunately, there's no free sample for this one. More videos coming soon, hopefully some more packs too. I just dropped a recent video talking about my tapeless build, filming on an old Hi8 VHS camera. So go check that out. That's a solid video. More videos coming soon. I'm Tyler Casey with Cinepacks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.